Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is your tropical update for June 4th. This is an afternoon update. We have potential Tropical Cyclone One currently centered near the Atlantic coast of Florida, near Miami. It's going to be making its way off the coast north of the Bahamas and just north of Bermuda. We see a lot of rain falling over the northwestern Bahamas and portions of Cuba today. And that's kind of the moral of the story with this one, as we see somewhat of a rotation over Florida, but it's really nothing crazy. I mean, if you've ever seen a hurricane before, this looks nothing like that. And therefore, it's still not a tropical cyclone. There's a few reasons for that. The first reason is going to be dry air off to the whole western side of this image. The whole west side of Florida and the entire Gulf is filled with dry air. That's why there's virtually no clouds over there. I mentioned this yesterday. Dry air is really inhibiting this storm from forming. The other thing that's definitely not helping is the amount of shear with this storm. The wind shear coming from, obviously, the west side, that is the left side of your screen, across the storm, making it it can't stack itself if everything's pushing it towards the west, which is also the direction the storm's moving, but it can't consolidate itself together if the winds in the environment are going opposite itself. And so, therefore, no tropical cyclone with this one yet. It could become a tropical cyclone, and the Hurricane Center is still expecting it to by tomorrow morning, but really nothing too crazy. 90% chance of that happening. Good news is the pressure has dropped, which to me means that the storm is trying to consolidate. But that satellite presentation and even the radar presentation from Miami's radar, which I'm not going to show here today, doesn't reflect that. Tropical storm warnings remain in effect from Volusia, Brevard County line down to Jupiter Inlet. And again, for the northwestern Bahamas, as those tropical storm force winds could continue south of the storm. Tropical storm watch now in effect for Bermuda, as we have been expecting for quite some time now. Expect tropical storm conditions there, as well as, of course, rainfall. Rain is the big story here in South Florida. Over 10 inches already recorded in Marco Island. They're about done with the rain now, because as I mentioned, the dry air is already there. Miami, lots of flooding going on there. Flood warnings were in effect for virtually the whole entire South Atlantic coast of Miami, or at least early this morning, and I assume probably still. I'll take a look while I talk here. Actually, no, not currently, but still a lot of rain in that area. Nonetheless, and as I mentioned, for the northwestern Bahamas as well, storm surge still possible there also. Taking a look at the winds, we do see tropical storm force winds possible over South Florida, the Bahamas, and potentially Bermuda as well. And that wraps out the land threat for this storm. It's going to become a sea issue for things such as cruise ships, which I'm sure it already has affected them with ports in the Bahamas and on the Atlantic coast of Florida. As well, as I mentioned, rainfall concern. This graphic was created this morning. So this is additional rainfall as of 2 a.m. this morning. So most of this rain has already fallen on this rainfall graphic. As we said, Miami with 10 inches since 2 a.m. this morning was the expected rainfall at 2 a.m. So again, that's in addition to what was there before 2 a.m. Probably around now, most of that rain is beginning to loosen up as the storm moves off the coast. And remember, the rain's on the whole right side of the storm, and there's virtually nothing on the left hand of the storm. I've said virtually a lot of times this forecast, so I apologize for that. But as I mentioned, sometime near Monday is when we're going to be watching Bermuda, and we could see Tropical Storm Alex at any time now. But again, it's still not looking great on satellite or on radar. And so it's not going to be a tropical storm anytime soon. That's it for today's tropical update. That's the only feature we have to talk about. And that's it, really. The good news is it's the beginning of hurricane season. This is just our introduction. So nothing too crazy. That's all for now. Chris Sixton and for the Catholic Media.